Hey, yo, this make sense. I'm your host, Kelly Barnes. Y'all know I had to come tap in with y'all about this Pooh Shiesty album. Gucci Mane's 1017 and Atlantic Records just dropped Shiesty's All Eyes on Shiest August the 7th, and it featured Chopper Gang members like Baby Slime, K Carbon, Big 30, but also Sexy Red on the Booty Club record, and Glorilla with the main record, basically was the first single that released June 15th, like 2 months ago, basically. All Eyes on Shiest sits at #1 on Apple Music across all genres. And I'm just sitting here like I can't wrap my mind around Shiesty actually doing 15 to 20 years, like being the biggest rapper in the world, basically being taken away from us like this. And he kind of reminded me of a young Yo Gotti growing up in Memphis, listening to Gotti when I was young. That's just the feeling that I get listening to Shiesty. And one thing that I noticed was Shiesty been promoting the record, but I have yet to see Gucci Mane post it yet on any social media platform. So honestly, I'm really confused, and I don't really know like how this record came out, basically out of the blue, out of nowhere. Um, how did the record label get the records? Because in my opinion, the reason that it took so long for the FDO record to come out, because I feel like Pooh Shiesty was holding that record as leverage to basically get at the least a restructured contract that he liked. So I think that's what took so long for that first day out to come out. I don't think he got what he wanted as far as the contract, whether he wanted a partnership or whatever he wanted outright out of the contract. He didn't get that, but he still ended up giving Gucci Mane the first day out record, and we know it's platinum right now. And so for him, I guess he decided, I guess they were gonna handle the business or the contract part at a later date and just go ahead and get the streets to record because, of course, we've been waiting on Shiesty. He did what, how many years did Shiesty do? I'm not sure. I know he got 5 years, so I think Shiesty did close to that. And the streets been waiting, so I didn't think he wanted to hold the streets up any longer and just go ahead and give us the record and deal with the rest of it later. Um, so for the record label in 1017 to get these new records, and if you hear Shiesty in one of the records, he said he told us that this stuff been done, these records been done. Of course, we know like he probably was in the studio crazy when he first got out with all the Chopper Gang members and stuff like that. So that's how we get these records, of course. Um, Now, like, um, I'm trying to see like what's the possibility of them letting basically $1 billion go down the drain. That'll be leaving, as far as both labels, Pooh Shiesty, that'll be a $1 billion loss. Would the labels let this happen? Can the labels stop it? Is anything that the labels could do? Is my question. Is anything that Gucci Mane can do? Like, what's gonna happen in trial? I don't feel like Gucci Mane is gonna take the stand. Of course, I don't think he'll do nothing like that. But not only that, I think Gucci Mane needs to come out and, I guess, with lack of a better term, recant his statements if any was made, and say that he wasn't kidnapped, he wasn't, he didn't sign any contract under duress, and all of those allegations in the statements and stuff that had been made are just not true. And my question that I don't even really know is, will any of that help with the video coming out? Is anything, do they need any help from any of the witnesses? Do they need any of the witnesses at this point with all the evidence they have? Is something that I want to know that I don't know. What'll happen at trial, man? Like I said, I'm hoping that everybody just takes back what they said, if they said anything, and Shiesty just get another chance, because we already got Dirk locked up. We done lost so many real street rappers, like, and not to say that they deserve a pass, but man, we losing them all. We just losing people in general. So nobody wish, life or 20, 30 years in jail for nobody. I definitely don't, not for Shiesty. So I hope he get a second chance. This tape is crazy. Like, my favorite records, We Reap What You Sow, Bigger Than the Program, Trip, Last Man Breathing, like, shit is crazy. Like, and also I think had he had more time in the studio, some of these records maybe not wouldn't have even made the album, and he probably would have had some even better records on here. Um, because I don't really, even though the records are smashes, I mean, I won't say smashes, even though I like a lot of these records, I don't really hear a club anthem like a Back in Blood or even a FDO. So, but it's still crazy. It's sitting at number one. It shot to number one in 24 hours, basically. Um, and like I said, it's crazy to me that Gucci Man hasn't been promoting it. He okayed it, of course, for it to come out, but he hadn't been promoting it. And I'm wondering, like, I've been asking around, like, why would Pooh Shiesty submit the records? And people, I'm getting different things, but people are saying like, hey, he need the money. They feeling like he finna be gone for a long time, and if he need that to eat off of. So I guess no matter what the terms of the contract is right now, what the split is, he need the money. If he finna go and do that time, he need to be able to have some kind of steady flow of income. So maybe having that album will be able to take care of him while he locked up doing that time. I'm getting that, and I'm taking that and being okay. That makes sense, and I'm hoping that ain't the case. And what he thinking? Um, I'm hoping that they came to some type of agreement. And the only thing that makes me feel like that didn't happen is because Gucci Man hasn't been promoting it. Now, if they came to a agreement as far as money wise, to go ahead, I guess, and let Pooh Shiesty under his contract and release the albums on 10/17, then I could see that be the reason why Gucci Man hasn't been promoting it. That he's been paid and he's gonna let him fulfill the contract and then let him go on and be a free agent. And I'm hoping that after, when it does come to trial time, that all the people that was there with Gucci Man just basically do like Lil Woody did. And I'm hearing people say you can't do that in the feds. I've also heard that, but we're gonna need something. We're gonna need something. We're gonna need a miracle. And I'm hoping that we get that miracle. I think the case is set to start is next year. When is the Pooh Shiesty case set to start? Let me check on here and see. Pooh Shiesty case. His trial is set to start February 27, 2027. So we hoping for everything to turn out hopefully before that, and he be able to get out and be able to go on the road, perform these records, and make some even bigger records, and put on for the city like he did for this tape. Because man, he really put on for the city, South Memphis, Chopper Gang, CMO, like all his members, all his lost members, everybody locked up. Even he's speaking for the ones behind the wall. Like he really came with that stuff that everybody really been needing and been waiting from, like for a real legitimate one of those guys like a Dirk or a Von or a Shiesty. So it was good we got this music. I'm listening to it. I got it on repeat. I got that Trip on repeat. I got that Bigger Than the Program on repeat. And Last Man Breathe, that's some real Memphis shit. Like, I got all these records. This is real Memphis shit, man. Like he said he wouldn't be shit without Memphis, because when he say this, when he speaking in code, like we the only ones that get it. So man, he really putting on for the city. This is one of my favorites. This is definitely the album of the year for me. And I hope everything works out for Shiesty and all parties. This make sense. I'm your host, Kelly Barnes, and I'm out.